Hey my sugar bears, welcome back to my channel, Bougie AF. It's your host, J. Nicole. It's where I say stay bougie on them. It's me feeding you feminism for the soul. It's my soul food offering. It's where I apply pressure to issues by being critical and logical. Now don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get to the commentary where I can guarantee you I will be doing too much because that's just me. And like Sheree said, who's gonna check me, boo?
Hey, my sugar bears, welcome back. So I decided today that I wanted to talk a little bit about the baby and everything that's going on. It's been going on since Sunday. It's Friday, July 30th. And as you know, the baby had a performance at Rolling Loud in Miami this past Sunday, and he made some comments, and let's just say that people are not feeling him at all. All right, so before I jump into that, we do have an article that we're going to pull up, Love B. Scott. But before I do that, I wanted to clear something up about my Fat Joe video. I wanted to make it clear that I'm questioning his thought process and how he put things together. I just want to make sure that is clear, right? There was a case, R. Kelly, and then there's Bill Cosby's case. And with Bill Cosby's case, there's no evidence. There's no physical evidence. There's no guilty. These are just accusations, aka rumors. This is girl, I heard. That's all that was. Girl, I heard. Or girl, this happened to me back in the day. You know them stories that you have from back. That's all this was, right? And I say that not to take slight at these women and what they went through, but at the same time, when we're talking about court and we're talking about something being factual, it's not factual because it hasn't been proven, right? So there was no physical evidence, and I was really a bit concerned that when it came to R. Kelly, he was so understanding. He didn't want to offer an opinion and all that other stuff. Even though we had physical evidence and we had more than enough of people who knew what was going on. Allegedly he had married Aaliyah, so there was a marriage certificate out there. Like, the world knew. Okay. And so when you have a videotape of R. Kelly allegedly sleeping with a 14-year-old girl, and you have Fat Joe just, seeming confused and needing more and just let's just let the courts work it out. You know what I mean? And then to have him, years later, to feel like Bill Cosby's guilty with no evidence, and then to feel like he got off on a technicality, and it was just weird. That's all I'm going to say. I just wanted to make sure that I made that clear. It's the thought process and his inability to be consistent. That's all. All right, so let's get into the baby. Listen, I want to be completely, before we go there, I was a DaBaby fan. Listen, I started falling off the more and more I heard, and the more of his real personality, or I don't know who he become, who niggas become when they get money. Once I started to see that, I was so freaking turned off by that. I was just like, what? You out here fighting old men, allegedly. You are always in some type of altercation. You punched a female, allegedly. You seem like you have no self-control. So, all right. So we're at Love B. Scott. And so here goes the article. And let's just say he is tripping. I want to be clear. This has been so massive. And if you don't know what happened, he was performing at Rolling Loud on Sunday, and at the end of his set, he decided that he wanted to tell people what he thought. Now, this is where this is where celebrities really get into trouble when they don't do what they were hired to do. And what DaBaby was hired to do for Rolling Loud was to perform, not to give his opinion on social issues that aren't even being kind of in the forefront. It's not even it was news this week. He literally used this concert to get some homophobic, some just uninformed, ignorant ass thoughts off. Okay, so it's gotten massive. I don't even think that he thought this was gonna happen. I will say this though, homeboy is, fighting back. He said I'm gonna be a legend. He's decided to fight cancel culture back while it's happening, right? Cause literally once I show you all these articles that Love B. Scott, and shout out Love B. Scott, and make sure you check him out and also check out his podcast. But listen, after seeing all of, I don't think he thought all of this was gonna happen. But listen, we live in a weird world, right? He had Elton John come out. He had people like, I was like, damn, you done brought out the big steppers from the other side. I promise you, you done brought the wrong. These are not the people you wanted to bring out. Like, these are the people, like, that type of success that you have not even reached yet. These people have reached, right? And so they just, like, when they come through, they come through. And like, he's made CNN, like, it's been all over the place. But I will say, like, I just believe his behavior has been trash. I didn't appreciate, well, before I do all that, let's look. All right, so here we go. We have okay, so these are all articles that Love B. Scott has posted since this file. And like I said, this is since Sunday, and today is Friday. So look, I'm just gonna scroll through. Oh, Madonna came out. You got Madonna. Okay, and she did some crazy shit back in the day in terms of with the Catholic Church and like a virgin. Okay, so you got Madonna out. Can you believe that? When someone can go from being controversy themselves to being the controversy police, I'm just saying, y'all. All right, so Madonna slams the baby for homophobic, sexist comments. All human beings should be treated with dignity and respect. I will say that she was never disrespectful in what she did. Now, some people may thought her self-expression and her art was disrespectful, but she never kind of disrespected people all like that. So is the difference. Shout out to Questlove. Like, we always talk about people we always talk about rappers, and even though we have some rappers who did not do the right thing by, speaking informally and just, holding the baby accountable. But shout out to Questlove for coming out and like really saying, yo, what's up? Something's wrong, like, and just really calling it out for what it is. Okay, like I said, Questlove came out, T.I. came out in support of the baby. And it's just like, if y'all ever need somebody to speak up for me, please don't call Mr. T.I. for me. Please. I'm also T.I. and Bootsy. Those are not the niggas that you need to call. Them niggas are trash as fuck. And I say that as a fan. When they open their mouth, it's like, ooh, baby, no, no, just shut up. You're so sexy when you don't speak. No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. You're the man, king. Don't speak. Like, it gives those type of vibes. Like, please, we do not want your thoughts. It feels like the miseducation of the 5%ers when it comes to these Negroes. They're all, especially the Bootsy and his obsession with always talking about gay shit, because it's like, yo, I need to get me a little pen pal in Angola that was there when Bootsy was there, or maybe a lifer, because I need to find out what the fuck happened. Because at this point, nigga, come cry on my shoulder. You are always talking and being concerned with gay shit. Like, you did it with D Wade's son. I mean, his daughter, his son who's now a transgender. Like, you did it with him. Right? It's like you always are more concerned about shit that don't have you, like, on some Bootsy, I really fuck with you. Touchdown and Calls Hell, or the album that you did when you first came out. Like, I really fuck with that album so heavy. So it's like so weird to see you not moving to me like I like a man to move. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, for me, the difference between like Kwame and him, like, Kwame's not gonna talk and get in like talking about Lori Harvey. Like, that's crass, right? That ain't got nothing to do with him. Like, he's gonna take that reserve. But to see how like Bootsy will try to front like he's this real ass, man, do man, and it's like, hey sis, what's the tea? Like, it's like you can call Bootsy and ask him what's the tea. It's like, cause he's in everything, always on the Vlad, even though we canceled Vlad. He's always on the Vlad, running his mouth. It's just like, dude, where's the music? Sometimes you just got to get to the point. Where's the music? Fuck talking about Lori Harvey. Fuck talking about D Wade's son, because that's his son, right? We already think you are not the greatest, in terms of some of your decision making, like getting the girl for your son and getting him some head. Like, worry about your own. And feeling like you needed to do that for your son because you want to make sure that he's not gay. Like, you can't start off straight and turn gay. Like, you want to be there every bit of piece of his life to make sure he never reverts to being gay. It's weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck that you have such a fear of gayness. It's crazy. All right, so the Bootsy came out. I didn't even know who this was. Dua Lipa came out. She said, I am horrified. Oh my God. When you got someone this clear, and I think she may be Spanish, but she clear looking like almost like them clear folks. When you got clear folks and even, their associates coming out and saying that they're horrified, those are not words you want to see. You never want to see these people using the word horrified. I mean, y'all know what it is. Like if you've been around white woman saying a black man horrified her. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. You got Lil Nas X coming out because they dragged him in it. You got T.I. want to get on the live when all we want to know is who is upstairs in the bedroom. That's all the fuck we want to know, Tia. Don't talk about other people's shit. We want you to be honest about those charges. And I don't care if statute of limitation fell off for some of those charges and they may be alleged. We want that. That's what we want from you. Right? We want to know why all of these people who don't know each other, who weren't in the same room, in the same bedroom, and with you in the tiny, which I think y'all are both predatory, to be completely honest. And I looked into predatory couples. I wanted to see if that was a real thing. There's not a lot of information out there, but the way T.I. and Tiny allegedly is moving out in the street, they're both predatory. And if they go both down, I want them both to go down. I have no tolerance for a woman that is a part of violence and any type of traumatic experience for another woman. I don't care what color you are. If Tiny participated in things that from what we hear, where there are women who are traumatically affected by what they did, oh yeah, girl, put the jail on them. Y'all can stop using Eris all you want. I don't appreciate that shit either. Y'all hopped back online and y'all gently trying to get yourself back and acclimated and being about a part of social media because, again, like I said with Bootsy, T.I., where's the music? Now you're doing podcasts. You got all types of opinions. You're a fake activist like the fucking Tamika Mallory. No substance to your activism. Yeah. Where is the music? And stop putting Harris out there. Stop it. She's like 4 or something. She's 4. And you're using it for the likes and being on people's timelines and all that other stuff because nobody is going to not love a beautiful little talented girl because we ain't talking about nobody's kids. But what I am talking about, the fact of the matter is that you guys are using this child to win sympathy and to win people back over. That's what we're going to talk about. And it's clear as day. Everyone does it. Disgusting. Anybody else come out? All right, so nobody else. Oh, don't forget Leslie Jordan, and I'm gonna pull up his video. I love me some Leslie Jordan. Like, I mean, he brought them out. And Elton John. Don't forget Elton John. I didn't see anything on here, but don't forget Elton John. I mean, Elton John's bad to bring out because I don't think that the baby knew. Elton John has an AIDS foundation, so when I seen him came out, I said, oh. I literally was doing that in my head. I'm not, I am not playing with you. I was literally screaming in my head. And I literally remember being on my computer and just, cause I remember I looked up Elton John's. This is a video I did and it was talking about Black Lives Matter and their website and how janky it was, right? And how people should have known something was up because they weren't keeping up their website. All this money that they're taking in, they don't have a live, up-to-date website that kind of captures everything they're up to. No real structure of what their plan is, what they're doing with all y'all money. If y'all need somebody to tell you they're going to save y'all can just send it to me. Like, y'all want to be lied to at this point. And that's just how I feel about it. Like, niggas want to be lied to. And I'm willing to lie to you if you're going to make me $90 million richer. Yes, sir. And not promise you anything? Oh, gosh. Who came up with the plan? Because that was genius. Because people get themselves in trouble when they promise something. But when they cannot promise you anything and get your money, home run. Home run. I'm sorry. Home run. Grand slam right there. That's it right there. What we gonna pull them in and say that they promised y'all? Y'all let them people get y'all out there to riot and all that other stuff. We ain't never need nobody to tell us to come outside and riot. Like, what the fuck shit up? You called your friends, you going down there? Yeah, I'm going down there. They gotta stop this shit. And you met up and you went down there and you fucked shit up. I didn't know you needed an intermarry agency or some type of like third party to put a protest together that you had to donate to go be a part of, to get locked up. And they kept the money. I'm pretty sure they bailed people out too. But I'm just being honest. Like, it was just stupid. It's still stupid to me. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like, I don't know what made people believe in them. You gotta tell me a little bit more. And I did a video one time and I said, who is running this thing? And I think people thought I literally didn't know who were the founders of it. But later on, we came to see. It wasn't about not knowing who founded it, but I felt they moved it too covert for me. And so that's when I kept on saying, who's a part of this? Because when I go to the website, I'm looking for, okay, who's the lead organizer, pictures of that person and all that other stuff, bios of people who are in charge. Like, I'm looking for the structure of whatever their board is, who makes this. I'm looking for things like that. I see none of that. Once I see none of that, I know what's up. I know what's up. I literally wanted to write them like, y'all niggas need to see me some money. I'm a snitch on y'all. Because that's literally how it came across to me. But who am I? All right. And then, all right. So let's go into the baby receives backlash. And so this is the original post that happened after Sunday, July 26th at 10:20 a.m. So that is Monday morning. The baby receives backlash for homophobic comments while performing at Rolling Loud, Miami. Like I said, I was a fan. Sexy. I love me a sexy chocolate, but just don't talk. And every time this nigga talk, he don't be right. He is always angrily saying, like, overly aggressive. And I know a lot of people like to say there's no such thing of toxic masculinity. I just think there is. I think when you are overly aggressive, and maybe man and female, when you're overly aggressive for no reason and like every little thing is a 10, I think that's a problem. I think we later on found out, and if you don't know, when the baby kind of really bust on the scene, we kind of found out about a shooting that happened between him and a man at Walmart. Now, I say man because we were misled, right? And I think a lot of times when people want to, it's important. The narrative is important, right? Anything that's repeated, even if it's a lie, is thought to be the truth. So I remember when I heard the story, it was always kind of stressed that that a man in Walmart approached him and tried to rob him, and he did what he had to do and shot the dude. Come to find out, that's a bold-faced lie. It was a 19-year-old boy, and that they were really excited about seeing him and his friend, and they approached him. Some words happened, ended up being a scuffle. I'm pretty sure the baby was even arrogant even before then. Some words happened, a fight happened, and from what allegedly from what Jovi Beauty shot her out is said on one of her videos, so that's where I got that from. Jovi Beauty was saying that it was alleged that the baby was getting his ass whooped and that he may have pulled out because of that. And alleged, just like R. Kelly, we gotta pay attention to this behavior, and just like R. Kelly, it's alleged that the baby may have paid people off, and that's why he beat that conviction. So it wasn't that the case dropped because there was like no evidence or they can't prove it. Literally, niggas decided not to come to court. Basically, that's basically what happened. So his family, the young man's family, is coming forward to let everybody know, because rightfully so, because I was under the impression that it was a grown-ass man. Now, seeing his behavior, attacking the old man, attacking the woman, and there was another incident, supposedly that was fake in the mall. Like, all of these incidents continually keep on happening, and we always talking about the black man in the community, right? I think he's a great representation of the black man that never gets set the fuck down and told that you have some anger issues and it's not a man being a man, right? Because that's always the excuse in our community, that these men are just being a man. That's just him. And we not realizing, no, that is somebody who needs some help. There's people who've been killed. You've tacked an old person. This is not a man being a man. But this is what we see in our community, right? And there's this coddling of this type of man within our community. It's freaking disgusting. So when I sit back and we see all this violence, literally, I'm at this liquor store yesterday and this type of man is trying to go out his way to get my attention. I'm on the phone and I'm not paying him no mind because I understand, but whatever. Like I noticed him like trying to be loud and be looking at me, trying to get my attention, but I pay him no mind and I'm talking on the phone to my brother. And as I'm walking out, he said something to me because he sees me talking and I think he thought I was talking to him. And I was like, no, I'm not talking to you. I said, you're doing a whole lot to get my attention. I said, be easy. Just like that. And I walked out the door. Do you know this nigga followed me outside acting like he wanted to square up with me? You ain't gonna be just going off on people and da-da-da-da-da. I said, nigga, I didn't go off on you. Long story short, nigga tried to fight me, all types of stuff, because I told him to be easy. Come on. This is disgusting. And there's a lot of women who really get harassed in that way. And it can end up dangerous. I'm moving away from him. I'm not trying to fight no man. Don't have that type of energy. Not that type of girl. Not jumping up in the nigga's face. Nope. I don't want to be hit. Not that girl. So I'm moving away from him, but he's moving towards me. Okay? So like I'm saying, these are the toxic ass type of behaviors that are dangerous within our society, and we need to call them out for what it is. No, I don't want to understand what the fuck happened in his life, because we all have a life story. And that's the other thing that they will always do. When the baby got called out for what he did, he immediately put out something where he kind of and I'm going to show you. So before let me get into the article first. And I'm going to show you what he put out. He blamed the black community. And that shit pissed me off. Because what people don't realize, the moment that you know better, you are supposed to do better. And for the fact that he knows where he comes from in that mindset, that's an acknowledgement of it. You don't get to then use it as an excuse. You don't get to use it as an excuse. I know a man right now. He does have mental health issues, and I'm not somebody who's going to sit up here and act like I don't know people who people struggle with mental health issues, and this is not a dig at it, but this is where a motherfucker gonna lose me real quick with trying to understand their situation or why they may have did what they did. When I see you acknowledge your mental health issues, when I see that you tell somebody, oh, I'm just going to tell them I'm crazy and that I'm going to kill myself. When I see somebody literally use that in an argument, nah, get the fuck out of here. Literally, that's how I feel. Literally how I feel. Because once you acknowledge it in that type of way, it's manipulation. It's manipulation. It tells you that person knows exactly what they're doing. All right, so during his performance at Rolling Loud Miami on Sunday, the baby shared some highly questionable comments that many have since criticized as homophobic. In video footage shared on social media, the chart-topping rapper can be heard making comments about sucking dick in the parking lot and people dying from HIV. If you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, and any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases, that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks, then put your cell phone light up, the baby said. Ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light them up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. Keep it real. And see, this is what bothers me. How do you know who's sucking dick? If you straight and you a heterosexual man, right? You aware of this activity because what? Another heterosexual man came and told you this? I'm confused. I'm really confused. I'm really, why are you concerned? Are you putting that out there because you want to get your dick sucked in the parking lot after the concert? Because I'm not quite sure why you, sir, are annoyed about some gay shit happening in the parking lot unless you want it to be down. Is there not enough women here that's going to come back to the bus and suck your dick? It's just weird to be that concerned. And I feel that same way like I do about Bootsy. Is there something you want to tell us? Because we're concerned. And like Lil Nas X, I'm starting to think y'all What happened? What happened? Who touched it? Who did it? Because that's literally how this was coming across. And that's just literally how him and Bootsy are coming across. Like, we trying to figure out why y'all concerned about shit that had nothing to do with you. This is not manly shit. This is not it. This is messy. This is messy. This is hyper masculine activity. Like, this is, ooh. Hey, sis, what's the tea, Bootsy? All in Lori Harvey's business and all types of stuff. What's the tea? Talking about D Wade's daughter, who's transgender. Like, what's going on? Why are you concerned with that? You so concerned with gay stuff that you literally, like, your son. That just doesn't make any sense. That's weird. I don't care. So I'm gonna show you the video. Okay, so the video quickly went viral. Oh, the last part that I wanted to talk to you guys about, this part. Okay, no, wait. The video footage quickly went viral on social media, with many criticizing the rapper for sharing stigmatizing, wildly inaccurate information about HIV. And I seen something that he tweeted, the baby tweeted, was like, I just want to be able to speak my opinion or say how I feel. And it's like, I want you to be able to speak your opinion and say how you feel too. But just like you, and there's things that protect you from somebody coming out and saying malicious and lying on you, right? And saying wrong information. We also have to hold you accountable for the same thing. You done stigmatize a whole community because of your lack of information. Being ignorant. Making assumptions off of old stereotypes, off of old talking points. Looking very uninformed. Looking like money can't buy you education. That's what it seems like. Like money can't buy you Google. Whew. Many were quick to point out that people with HIV can live long, healthy, and happy lives thanks to antiretroviral medication, which came on stream more than 2 decades ago. And this is the part where he looks uninformed. You're talking about people dying in 2 or 3 weeks, and there's medication that's been on the market for the last 20 years where people are living full, long lives. When's the last time have you known anybody to die from HIV? And that's not to say that it's not still a possibility, because I don't want to put that out there as if though you don't have to worry about it, right? But when is the last time you've heard of massive deaths or just even 1 or 2 deaths throughout the year about HIV? You haven't, right? It's not eradicated. Let's be clear, like I said, but clearly it's being treated effectively. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to start it again.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone like that up. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone like that up. Fellas. Lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone like that. Let's be real about this shit. Yeah, keep it fucking real. Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Yeah, so that's the baby, and those are the comments. And as you can see from the person who posted it, the baby, this is weird to say. What the hell? Because it's like these young kids they even know, like, that's not it. That's not the right, correct information, right? So it's just like, let's see the comments. Because it's always in the comments, y'all know. Like, we love the people. They be doing the most in the comments. Be doing too much in the comments, and we love it. Absolutely, positively love it. I laugh. I be in my bed just laughing at comments. Okay, so let's see what this person says. It's very telling that this is what's on his mind when performing in front of thousands of people. Like, what the fuck provoked this? It's giving closeted. Okay, like it literally, he definitely didn't put his cell phone light in the air. Oh, he literally got featured in a Lil Nas X song when his career was starting, and now he is being homophobic. Okay, a man with a small dick is being homophobic. I don't think he got a small one though. He give me big. He give me big dick energy. He give me big dick energy. I think he actually do. From what I think, I've seen some post or something. Think he showed us something in some sweats or something, some wet print or something. He's been lame. He won't last. Listen, and I hope that's not. Well, it's looking like that's gonna be the case because, like, it's just like, nigga, like, what is you want? How are we explaining you? And then you went and blamed black folks, and that's what I have a problem with his ignorance of blaming black folks. Like, it's just like you'll never hear me talking about how a menstrual cycle feels because I'm a man, and that has nothing to do with me, and I've never felt a menstrual cycle before. Why is he speaking on something that shouldn't have anything to do with him? And that's literally how we feel, and that's from yo man left you for dead hoe. I love some of these Twitter names. Yo man left you for dead hoe. That's dope. It don't make no sense. That's like, their infatuation with talking about gay men and gay sex. It's like if I had an infatuation in talking about lesbians and feeling like I just can't believe it. I'm just so angry, and I wanted to talk about the Brat and Big Booty Judy, and I'm all in all types of WNBA ass news. Like, it's like me being mad about that. Like, for real. Like, keeping up and mad at young Ma. You taking all the women. You making it hard for men. Like, it's just, I can't even think of something to think of to be mad. Because what does it literally have to do with me? And it has absolutely nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing. I can't even, like, why? Like, I can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, so we're gonna get back. That's enough of that. So we're gonna get back to the articles, and so I want you guys to see some of the things that other people said, because like I said, the big steppers. He brought the big steppers, and I also don't appreciate him. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna keep it real short, because like I said, I'm trying to keep this video to 45 minutes. This is Danny Lay. This is his actually baby mother, and he was in the news recently for this. And this is his baby mother. I wish that that B. Scott had the dates on these. But this is his baby mother, and I'm sorry, she's pregnant right now. But she at one point put out a song where she talked about yellow bone, allegedly. All this shit is allegedly. Talked about being yellow bone because y'all know, if you're black in our community, because she's not, yellow bone women historically have always gotten preferable treatment within our community, where black men have always, not always, but a lot of black men, it's been known, prefer to date light-skinned women. They still enslaved, but anyway, they prefer to date light-skinned women. And so her being a white Puerto Rican, right? She's decided that since she was dating the baby, she felt comfortable enough to talk about yellow bone and how he wanted yellow bone because he left his dark-skinned baby mother to get with her. Now, I say this and I bring this up in this moment because we're talking about his trash-ass behavior. I don't think that this I don't think that this chick, okay, is that comfortable to say that or think that if that's not the ignorance that she was around in terms of him making her feel comfortable with saying it. And let me tell you, and he played the fuck out of her face because I think she announced this whole relationship on the internet like she was happy to have her on NI. You know what I'm saying? Have her on Ninja. She was extremely happy to have a nigga. That nigga dumped her in like 2 or 3 weeks. It was the craziest shit. It was the craziest. It's like, damn. It made you realize you ain't really supposed to announce nothing if it ain't been like at least 6 months. Because, listen, the way that went down, and you thought you were going to play his other baby mother. She acted so unconcerned. I mean, I aspire. She acted so unconcerned. And the nigga just went right back. I don't think that's good either. Because me as a dark-skinned woman, I'm going to feel some sort of way you do something like that. I'm going to be completely honest. And not that because you left me for a lighter skinned woman, because it's not that deep. I get looks, so I'm not tripping off that. But It's because that bitch felt comfortable with saying that, which would make me feel like what you sitting around her saying that she feel that comfortable. Why? Like you got a weird fetish for light skin? I would feel that way. So that's just me personally. So that's why I say it's important to know like like what a man is attracted to, like what he really is attracted to. Like don't date me if I look way different than everybody you dated. Don't need that. Like don't be trying something out. I'm good. I'm good. That's just me personally. Each his own though. Okay, so let's see, who do we want? Let's see what T.I. had to say. It's not gonna be nothing. I don't find him to be somebody who I can learn from. It's like I said, the miseducation of the 5%ers. I just think he went to jail, so he just doesn't talk like Tiny. But I mean, what y'all getting from him? What y'all getting from him? I'm just confused. Any intellectual, like y'all walking away with any jewels, any nuggets? Let me know. Please let me know. Okay, let me see. I'm not reading it, so I will play some of it. Hold on one second. It's hard to read some of these niggas and what they be saying in their ebonics. Everybody speak differently, and I'm not saying it as a diss because my ebonics be different too. Where my folks is from, like West Virginia, Alabama, and stuff. Like, so my southern accent and the way we speak is different. So everybody's is different, and I don't shy away from it. So if you have a problem with it, find your ass another channel, because I do go back and forth to my like professional and like my more southern cadence all the time, like in real life. So it just is what it is.
Top of the top. So, I guess, you know what I'm saying, social media is full of confusion. And words are often misconstrued. And to be honest with you, if homosexuals have more right than heterosexual people, just say that. Homosexuals have more rights than heterosexual people. Then just say that. Let's let that be the law. Is that the law?
I hate a nigga who try to introduce new shit to a situation. 39 seconds in, right? So words can be misconstrued. How can you misconstrue somebody's words that when they literally said them out their mouth? This is not an interpretation of text. This is not an interpretation of a written interview. This is none of that. We literally have heard him say these words. How can they be misconstrued? How? Like, it doesn't even make any sense, right? But then to tie it into rights, right? Because now they're trying to make it a freedom of speech type of situation, as though someone is or they're being punished, or he's being punished for freedom of speech. And it's like, no, he's being punished, and the repercussions of this is because it was incorrect information. It was incorrect information. On top of that, Rolling Loud is a music festival with multiple artists on there. It's not even though these are the people who were just coming out just to see the baby. So it really could be somebody in the audience who could have HIV, who could be there for somebody else. It is ignorant. It's inconsiderate. It's not a part of your self-expression in terms of your talent for what the fuck you were paid for. You were not paid to get up on there and give these people your opinion about what they doing in the parking lot. Do you own the motherfucking parking lot? Is your nigga in the parking lot getting his dick sucked off that you upset? Because that's what the fuck it sound like.
Because I feel like I respect gays, especially the ones who have the courage and the bravery to step out and live in their truth. You know what I mean? I respect that. I think any human being, man, walking this earth who has the bravery and the courage to live their truth unapologetically, I respect that. But that, I respect it the same way if you're a heterosexual person. I respect it the same way. So I don't even see what all the hoopla about. Some of y'all motherfuckers just be up in arms and fake caring about shit just cause you ain't got shit else going on in your life for real. You dig? Ain't nothing in the world gonna make me hate nobody just because they do something different in the bedroom than I do. Ain't none of my business. Ain't none of my business. Zero. Give a damn what you doing.
Why are we talking about what people do in the bedroom? How did this come out? We were talking about what people do in the fucking parking lot, nigga. So you're using this situation to get your shit off about your shit because you want to talk about how people are talking about how you giving these girls allegedly these medications, giving these mollies and having them pass out like you like to fuck cadavers. That's what the fuck you trying to confuse this is. You're trying to confuse having a be freaky and have kinks and all the other shit. You trying to confuse, like you trying to make it seem like people trying to kink shame you. Ain't nobody kink shaming you, okay? Nobody. What we're talking about, why does the vagina need to be dead on arrival for you to get up in it? That's what the fuck we trying to figure out, sir. And so you trying to talk about, oh, people don't have enough going on in their lives, as if though, you know, we're not all on this internet, as if though you're not pressing record yourself right now, as if though you're not even touring right now. Okay, sir? So it's like you trying to make it seem like people don't have enough going on to hate people. Nobody hates nobody. Why does it have to be hate to call somebody out? I get on this mic, I talk this shit about these people, and I get on the mic, or if something comes up in conversation, I might bring it up. But baby, you don't get energy in my real fucking life. And I hope nobody give these niggas real energy, especially this nigga who cannot connect his beard. Can you see that shit? I would just give the fuck up. Why do you want taco meat all spread out on your fucking chin? Why? That is crazy. But again, he's trying to use this to talk about himself. Yes, nobody should be shaming people what they do in the bedroom. But you're forgetting the biggest and most important part. The baby is the one who is kink shaming people. Maybe somebody like to have sex out in the park. Maybe people like to have sex out in the public. That's a real thing. So he's the one who is talking shit about people and what they do. That should be their business. It's like, how do you tell people to mind their business, stop addressing shit, and being concerned about other people's shit when you are essentially addressing other people's shit, not minding your business, and giving your opinion? Get the fuck out of here.
What you get? Oh, your ass. Oh, your genitalia, your period. I don't give a damn. Fuck, I care. Who asked me? Who asked you, motherfucker? You don't know what the fucking lie.
Exactly.
You asked me, motherfucker. You motherfucker feel like you can goddamn get on here and goddamn express your opinions and say what the fuck you want to say, but because people are celebrities, they just supposed to shut the fuck up? Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, my nigga, you ain't supposed to shut the fuck up, but just know that we ain't shutting the fuck up. But don't go and twist people having an opinion about you into something deeper than what it is. Because again, why is this the thing that brings you out, sir? I'm confused. What's going on with you?
What is wrong with you?
No, fuck it. What is going on with you, dog? Like, now you want to talk about this gay shit. I have some questions because allegedly there's something that happened with a young boy and his family and a gun and all types of stuff. Like, why? What was with this young boy? I have questions. Okay? I have questions, T.I. I think you and your wife are predators. Just to be completely honest with you, she comes across very dykish to me. Yes, she's very sweet, but I pay attention to mannerisms and how she moves. And from what those girls said and how, yeah, that's a dyke. Anything else? This video is probably going to get, but I'm being completely honest. I get that vibe from her. And I don't care what nobody said. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's a sweet person. And I'm pretty sure she is. But that's not what these girls are explaining. That's not what's happening. And for the fact of the matter is, the same story. That Tiny gives you the drink, allegedly. That knocks you out. She washing you up. We just trying to figure out why your man don't want to fuck you. That's just what it is. We trying to figure out why your man don't want to fuck you, girl. It's just, this is weird at this point. He's always getting caught cheating on you. He put a whole fucking protest together. Niggas marching down the Atlanta for his side chick. Like, come on. He had a whole assistant, Bernice. Come on. We trying to figure out what's going on. Okay?
I mean, it's just not realistic. But like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for motherfuckers like Lil Nas X and motherfuckers like Frank Ocean, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers who step out there and live their truth. Honest with themselves. Yeah. A lot of you motherfuckers out there hiding your truth. And that's the whole shit. That's what's not respectable. It wouldn't be the fact that you gay, it would be the fact that you out here front.
What the fuck is you doing, Mr. Activist? There is nothing activist like with allegedly pulling a gun out on people. Come on. That is as bad as Hassan Campbell being on YouTube and acting like he's saving y'all sons. Like you can't play both roles. Talking about people living in their truth. You don't live in your truth. You don't live in your truth. And I use my bedroom and da-da. No. Live in your truth and answer some of these accusations. Speak on it. Why were you looking for a deal from a lawyer, right? If you're not guilty, allegedly. I'm just confused on why that lawyer came out and said you had contacted them to try to work something out. I'm not working out anybody who's telling me I need some dead on arrival vagina.
Friend like you ain't. If you is, be proud. Shit. And then, I mean, it seems as though, okay, what I want people to know, from my understanding is, you get the energy that you put out there, okay? You get the energy that you put out there. I don't care who it is, like, from a male-dominated society that put out a whole bunch of energy like that, you're going to get the equal opposite energy in return. And that's why you have, you know what I'm saying, such a strong feminist movement. It's going to be overly directed in the area of feminism because of all the years that it was overly masculine. You get the
What the fuck do niggas be talking about when they be talking about the feminist movement? Y'all know. Ugh, I didn't even know he said this. This is the first time I read this. So let me play that again.
Directed in the area of feminism. I don't care who it is, like.
All right, I'm playing it again, y'all.
Male-dominated society that put out a whole bunch of energy like that, you're gonna get the equal opposite energy in return, and that's why you have, you know what I'm saying, such a strong feminist movement. It's gonna be overly.
So he's saying, which in context, like putting it all together in his way, he's saying, when you have such a strong, dominant male society and you have such, but what the fuck does this have to do with the baby? Hold on.
Energy that you put out there. I don't care who it is. Friend like you ain't. If you is, be proud. Shit. And then, I mean, it seems as though, okay, what I want people to know, from my understanding is, you get the energy that you put out there, okay? You get the energy that you put out there.
We're still talking about the baby.
I don't care who it is, like, from a male-dominated society that put out a whole bunch of energy like that, you're going to get the equal opposite energy in return. And that's why.
I'm not quite sure what the fuck this has to do with the baby, but I do understand what he's saying. He literally is saying, and I agree, and I think that's why there's so much pushback currently on social media about freedom of speech and being able to say what you want and not giving a fuck about the sensitivities of people, right? Because that shit is optional. You do not have to open up your social media. And I'm not saying this because I don't believe people aren't bullied, but I think we are moving into a dangerous place in society where we're asking people to conform to other people in their sensitivities, right? And that's not okay. Because you have a choice. This is all optional. I have a choice. Even shit that pisses me off. That's why I could never sign a Kevin Samuels petition. I'm actually going to do another video about that. But I could never sign a Kevin Samuels petition. Like, he doesn't annoy me like that. So if he comes up in conversations because somebody else does, like, do you go, I what do you guys want? Like the warnings, symbol that's on a bleach bottle that tells you not to drink it, that this is toxic. Like, what do y'all want? Y'all want that on these videos too? Y'all want to be coddled like that? Because again, if I tune into a video and I'm not feeling that message, I don't go back. And the fact of the matter, this man, Kevin Samuels, has a platform because people fuck with it. I could never tell people, like, I could never be a part of trying to get rid of his platform. I don't care for it. I'm not going over there listening. Right? But there's a lot of men who may not care for like a pink pills platform, right? Or a divester platform, right? But they still have the right to do that and say what they want. And so they are on the same line saying the same things in terms of be cautious and things to look out in terms of dealing with the other sex. And I think it's hypocritical to have a problem with Kevin Samuels. If I can support Pink Pill and the divestors and all the other stuff on YouTube and visit their shit, and now I'm not supporting Kevin, but I support his right to be and do what he wants to do. Period. At the end of the day, like I said, I don't check out the videos. I mean, the first video that he went viral on was enough for me because I literally felt when I watched his video, why the fuck would you sit there and let somebody do that to you? Like, what's going on with you that you would sit there and let somebody tear you apart? And I see that a lot on Clubhouse. I be on Clubhouse. I see that a lot on Clubhouse. I'm not letting a nigga. You only gonna get a few questions. This ain't pick me apart. Okay? So to see the women call and to be picked apart about their looks and all that other stuff by a man that's not high value himself, and it'd be men who aren't high value. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. But I've had enough of T.I., to be completely honest. Oh, maybe I need to read this a little bit. Okay, let me see. Okay, we already seen what he kind of said in his video, so we don't need it. I'm just trying to see what B. Scott wrote up. Okay, so here we go. Near the end of the clip, he explained upon his initial comment further. If you have a Lil Nas X video and him living his truth, you gonna damn sure have people like the baby who gonna speak their truth. He concluded, there ain't nothing wrong with none of that. It ain't got to be no hate. It's all honesty. Lil Nas speaking his truth is about himself, and what he does. The baby is speaking on what other people do. It is not the same thing. And he's not, like, Lil Nas X is not putting out bad information. It's not the same. Lil Nas X has not responded directly, but he did simply tweet laugh out loud as both the baby and T.I.'s comments circulated. T.I. needs to worry about those drugging, rape, and sexual assault allegations, okay? And not about the baby's homophobic comments. Lil Nas X is sharing his truth. That's the difference. That's his truth. You can't stop people from sharing their truth. Now, even if you are a part of their truth, it's still their truth that they can share. That's a fact. The baby didn't speak on any truth of his own, just derogatory statements. Okay? And I didn't, y'all know that's the first time I read that because it was just like, I said the same thing. Like, you didn't speak about yourself. You can't compare you and Lil Nas creatively, him just living his life and talking about his life. Like, why do you think that's the same thing? That's weird. Let's see what I'm saying. I'm going to go to the big steppers. Let's see what the big steppers had to say. And shout out Lil Nas X's dad for coming through and standing up for his father. We haven't seen a lot of black men, heterosexual men, stand by their sons. We've seen D Wade, and I shout out D Wade. He probably is making a lot of other black men feel comfortable with accepting their children. So people like D Wade are needed. Even though people want to make fun of him and say he's too progressive, or they try to paint him with this like feminine brush, But he seems to me to be the more open and modern man that, we on the outside looking in. It seems as though he's having a successful marriage in life right now, right? We don't know, but I'm just saying. So, just to see him be so open and understanding, and I think that's dope. And I think, like I said, people like Lil Nas X's father and D Wade is going to help other black men be more comfortable with accepting their children, because there are still quite a bit of deaths that still occur. And we recently even seen on the Shade Room where this boy was tortured by his mom and I think his cousin, by her friends and stuff, because he was gay. So this is a real thing, right? It happens. So it's always dope to see parents support their children in their truth, because it can save their lives. Do you know how many kids take their lives yearly or live in deep depression because they can't be who they want to be? You know what I mean? So I feel like we should celebrate when people do that. Lil Nas X's father said, "Bro, sit down. You had your time." Dua Lipa, horrified by the baby's homophobic comments. I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people, like, her statement was like, this is not the same person. And that's how we feel. Like, this is not the same person that was, like, who kind of presented themselves as this cool, humble, well, I can't say that. That nigga ain't never been humble. Like, I mean, just to be completely honest, the nigga came in like he had $1 million and he was successful. Like, one of those niggas like, you ain't gonna tell me I'm not successful. I haven't made it, even though I haven't literally made it yet. But you ain't gonna tell me I haven't made it. Like, he always came in with that big dick, I already made it ass energy. Like, for real. But yeah, I agree. He has changed. So like, it just like. Immediately, as soon as the check cleared, we just started to see like a different side of this man. All right, so I'm going to be wrapping this up soon. I just wanted to show y'all a little bit more of what other people had to say about it. I also had pulled up earlier. Oh, let me see if I can. What made the babies, honestly, like, this is the last part I'm going to do. But what made the baby's comments so harmful were that they were incorrect, right? And the reason why the AIDS comments were incorrect, and it's really important that we know this information going forward. I pulled something up earlier. Let me see. From the CDC. And it was just like, all right, so I wanted to show you guys this, these numbers, because this is why people are so upset with what the baby did. You have 42% of Black/African American people made up 42% of the new HIV diagnosis in the U.S. and dependent area in 2018. So which means that 42%, which is 16,002 of 37,968, right? That's a lot, y'all. That's literally almost half. We have to, like, these are facts, right? So this is what the baby is missing, right? When he tried to give the impression that, when you talk about HIV, that it's a gay disease. And that's why people were upset, because like, no, don't do that. Don't paint that narrative, right? It's going to give people this false sense of like security within the heterosexual group right here, right? We're going to get back down to those numbers. But I also wanted to come out in, because I thought this was really important. HIV in African American people, Black/African American people account for a higher proportion of new HIV diagnosis. And people with HIV compared to the other races and the ethnicities, and ethnicities. In 2018, Black/African American people accounted for 13% of the U.S. population, but 42%, which is 16,002 of the 37,968 new HIV diagnoses in the United States and dependent areas. So I wanted to read this because I wanted you guys to know we only make up 13% of the population. So with making up 13% of the population and representing 42% of the new HIV diagnosis, it makes you understand how alarming that these numbers are. So we have men, 11,905 men. For male-to-male contact, which is gay men, 79% of them account for new cases, right? In this survey, I guess. Heterosexual contact, 15%. All right. Injection drug use, maybe someone who's on heroin, share needles, 4% of new cases, which is 436. Male to male sexual contact and injection drug use is only 2%. Now, this is where it gets tricky and concerning, and this is where the baby was off at, because literally what people were trying to say is that you have it wrong, right? This is the problem. Heterosexual women being diagnosed with HIV. And where does that come from? Right? So a lot of people do feel like these numbers are indicators of a down low community, a down low black men that are a part of that. Okay? You got to look at the numbers. You got 79% of gay men coming up with HIV, and then you have 92% of black women coming up with it. This does not account for bisexual partners and any of the other stuff. So there's a lot going on here with these numbers. That's a real thing, and we got to talk about that. Even if it's not mainstream, it's a real thing. All right, so I wanted to, give you guys that information. What else did I want to show you guys? One more thing. Remember I told you I was going to show y'all Leslie Jordan. I was like, damn, everybody came out on that baby's ass. But like, he needs to go sit down and just like really, I literally want to know what made him even say that. Like, what was going on, especially the AIDS one. All right. It's like, did you find out about somebody? Did something happen? You good, my nigga? You know what I mean? Let me come over and check your refrigerator and see if there's anything in there. But you good? Like, see if you got your medication in there. But you good? Like, it made me say, like, did something happen that you just, like, venting? Like, it seemed like maybe you were a little frustrated about something, but you never know. All right, this is what I want to tell you. When I seen this person, I said, damn. They didn't put a camera in Leslie Jordan's face? No, they didn't. Where's it at? This is where I go save things that I think I'm going to use in the future for shows and stuff like that. Just be like, let me keep it here. Let me put this here. Where is he? When I hear him, I was like, damn. I was like, did they call each other? I felt like Elton John and Leslie Jordan may have called each other. I was like, damn, maybe they called Madonna too. I felt like they were all on a 3-way call. And they were just like, Elton, how's your charity doing? Did you hear about this? I think you really have an opportunity here to bring some more money. Because this nigga's dumb. Like, literally. I don't want to go to TMZ because I don't fuck with TMZ. So I hope I find it here. I'm not fuck with TMZ, y'all. I forgot why I stopped. But you know what? I think I stopped fucking with TMZ when they released T.I.'s T.I.'s sisters, like, you know what I mean, her dying and all that stuff. Like, I stopped fucking with them then. Because I was like, oh, damn, media is doing too much. But also, I don't like the stigmatism or the pass that Harvey Levin gets for doing the same thing Wendy Williams does. So for me, it's like, it seems kind of like, are y'all, like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all seem like, it seemed like y'all go to TMZ and willing to talk and tell them your business, but then we'll be like, other people need to mind their business, and I'm just not quite sure how that works, right? So it seems like, is massa okay to talk about you? Like, that's how it comes across, because what's the difference? Y'all giddily go over there to Harvey Levin.
Around enough to even know, and so you just discount that, It's terrible that he's been given a platform,
right,
because of his job, but there'll be repercussions.
You think so?
You'll figure out. Yeah, you can't go around talking like that. I would like to tell him that I'm 66 years old.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly comfortable with who I am, what I am, and the reason that didn't happen earlier in my life was because of people like him. He hadn't been around enough to even know, and so you just discount that, It's terrible that he's been given.
Ooh, he said he ain't been around enough to even know what the fuck he talking about. I love Leslie Jordan. Hey, ain't even been around long enough to know what he's talking about. And that was the comment, because it was like those the drugs has been on the market for the last 20 years, so people are living longer. So whereas, you see those rates, those aren't like 60, 80,000 people a year being diagnosed, right? And relatively, that is still low, right? We wanted 0, but it's still very low in terms of millions of people being in this country. So if you hear somebody just, oh no, why'd you do it? But y'all know we in these comments because we love good comments. Okay, JC and Bowman said, oh, it's over for me. You done woke up our oldest gay auntie. I love it. Edith Tax said, he's so cute. I love him. I love Leslie. Everybody love Leslie. See, now you fucking like the baby. It's the baby. Leslie, like, you got Leslie mad. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else to talk about yet, huh? Someone wrote, oh, this is going to be a long week. Yes, it's going to be the longest week that the baby ever had. I think they kind of dragging this, but people have feelings and they've been through trauma. So to tell them to move on isn't right. Love me some Leslie. He's so funny and seems so loving. He is so funny. And he does seem so loving. This is getting out of hand now. Fly shit only. Lord, I'm so over this. This is a day ago, so people are done. That's how this works. 3 or 4 days, people be off this. I fuck with Leslie, but I'm still leaning towards the baby. He's a performer. If you don't like it, don't watch him. Plus, Leslie Jordan not on the BET Awards kissing men, nor is he threatening to do a live naked show. So if somebody's threatening to do a live naked show, then don't tune in. But it's okay when you sit and watch heterosexual kiss on TV, but you think that gay people should sit down and not show their love and not be living in society like normal people. Let's talk about that. Yes, the baby is a performer, but he's not a think piece. That's not what that talking was not a part of his performance. Just to be completely honest. Love him. Oh, I'm not reading all of that. Oh, that's a lot. Baby, I want to put my cell phone lighter in the air and pray for your ignorance. Yeah, all of it was ignorant. Talking about women's vagina. I don't want to go to concerts and hear you talking about my vagina that way. I don't. If your pussy's clean. Like, I don't, like, what? So let's see. Damn, haven't seen this much backlash since Kaepernick. 3D Nati said that. Check her out. Dope. Hip hop artist. Let me see. A word. She tagged him too. Energy. Yeah, Madonna's about that. Madonna's about that. Look at her work though. Her face. She got the little Kim. That's the little Kim right here. You see this face? So you see how her face is angled? Like, they just really try to point her face down. That's really weird. But damn, I mean, she does look like she jumped in a time machine and looking very young. Oh, that was a good one. Someone wrote, ate him up. Madonna, like you, I really do. But you think you about to hop on the bandwagon? God damn it, you not. I don't know. She did. Girl, she holds weight. How y'all mad that a blog is posting reactions to a trending news right now? It's a blog. People in there, like, do people know where they're at? Like, it'd be weird. What else? The legend's coming out for this one. Listen, the Big Stepper said, oh, not today. Oh, not today. We gonna get this clout. We are the originals. Like, how dare you? And the grandmother of the gays has spoken. That's a fact. This is their early queen. Facts. This some Illuminati shit, because why is this happening right now? Like, for real. Like, for real. It feels like, did y'all call each other? It really does feel like y'all called each other. I'm going to be completely honest. Questlove, the baby is getting called out left and right for his homophobic comments made at Rolling Loud, Miami over the weekend, and rightfully so. Now Questlove is sharing his thoughts and condemning the baby's behavior. On Wednesday, the Reese drummer took to Instagram where he posted a list of artists that included Salt, Megan Thee Stallion, Sade, and more. Also included on the list was the baby's name, but Questlove had scratched it out from the lineup in the caption. Questlove explained that he had crafted a dream list of acts he wanted to appear at an updated version of the Summer of Soul Festival. Yet after the baby's homophobic comments at Rolling Loud Miami, he deemed it necessary to move on without the rapper. Ooh. I'm telling you, his money is, I mean, people, they not playing with him. And now I'm updating my list because it's 2021 and fuck the bullshit. I'm especially not here for any savagery. The idiocy of the crossed out, I guess, because he crossed out the baby's name. So he's like, Google it. I'm not doing it. Questlove captioned the picture before making it clear that this isn't a performative allyship, but right is right and his actions are wrong. Somebody gotta say it. Homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, misogyny, and racism. This should go without saying is morally wrong. Questlove went on to recognize that in the past, he didn't comment on things that didn't sit right with him, like Rihanna's incident with Chris Brown and Kanye West Trump support. But now he deems it necessary to stand up for what's right. I'm not feeling Kanye Trump. Kanye Trump. I'm not feeling that. Like, y'all... What y'all did to Chrisette Michelle? Yeah, I'm all set. I'm all set. And my whole thing is, we all know that Kanye has mental health issues, and I'm not a hard ass like that. But I also think that he really needs to get intimate and where he has a conversation and just literally talks about where he's at with those thoughts in terms of his support for Trump. And does he see how dangerous it was and the effects of supporting somebody with that type of authoritarian and dictatorish type of style of leading our country? Like, where are you at with that? Like, I want to know those things. And so I know that's all I want to know about. Like, because I think we're owed that, right? Because Trump is the most harmful to the minority community, and that's all the minority community. So when you have someone like Kanye West, who always tries to seem that he is for the people, about the people, and he cares about the people, when you go against the grain so hard that way, you need to sit down and talk to the people. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm turning into a grumpy, barely said anything about Ree in 06. Let me mind my business. Look the other way with old boy in that MAGA hat. He going through things. Let him work it out. And not literally how everybody felt. Like, okay, you have some mental health issues, but again, are you good now? And can we make sure? Can you unpack that shit? Like, unpack it. Don't even get me started on half of my rap heroes damn near becoming Fox News talking points with their Russian bot reposts and misinformation on all things facts, Questlove continued. So basically what he's saying is, I'm an informed nigga. I read. You niggas are out here posting shit and talking about shit and not knowing what the fuck y'all talking about. And we sit back and let you do it. But it's about time that we said something. Like, that's why I even said something about Diddy and when he made those comments in terms of Sha'Carri. Because it's like, stop doing this shit. Stop having a loose understanding about what's going on in history and stuff like that and facts and giving these half-ass opinions. Y'all, he goes, y'all got my point. Sorry this came off awkward, but y'all get the point. Y'all gonna learn that there are other human beings living in the spaces you are. Yeah, that's true. You do have to be considerate of people who are in the same spaces of you. Like, I totally agree with that. Dua Lipa, Elton John, Demi Lovato, and others have since called out the baby's homophobia. That is what allyship. That's what allyship looks like for those of you who didn't know. And that's exactly what it is. Like, I would love one day to be able to pull up an article and see people who are really a part of the mainstream hip hop culture to really say something. I would have loved for that to be a Joe Budden. I would have loved for that to be a Nori. I would have loved for that to be a Fat Joe, right? I would have loved for those people who have voices in the community who do podcasts to really have, been the ones to say it. And they may be saying it. They may be saying it. But I will be, I'm a look. Y'all gonna listen to the next video. I will correct myself, right? Listen to the next video. I'll correct myself if I get off this and find that they have made some statements that are against him, but I don't think so. Everybody still trying to act like they retired, but still kind of trying to do music a little bit, so they ain't trying to ruffle too many feathers, and they still trying to have friends on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, you can't have a voice and it be selective, right? Because I'm just gonna tune you the fuck out, to be completely honest. I'm just gonna tune you the fuck out. All right, y'all, that's all I got right now. So thanks so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get in the comments, let me know, like, how y'all feel. Like, do y'all feel like people were really outraged in terms of the Madonnas, the Elton Johns, and all that other stuff? Or do you believe like this was performative of people calling them out, even though it's the right thing to do? Because it's like, it's bad and wrong information, and we want to keep people we want to make sure people have the right information, which is those numbers that show that Black women are the ones that are most, or that are accounting for the new reported diagnosis of HIV. It's Black women, right? So, you know, you take that however you want, but you know, we want the baby to have that information so that gets out to people. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be bougie. Y'all be black. Y'all be back. And I'm out.